Hello everyone, Spider-Man 1991 here with my comic reviews for the week. Only 3 books, hopefully this will be short. Alright, first off, Amazing Spider-Man 605. This is $1 worth. First off, let me say that it was $1 more than what it's usually worth, because there's like 2 stories in here that are like, well, it's thicker and such. Alright, this book, well, pretty much we see Cupid dressed up like Spidey. It's because the first story in it is how Mary explains what happened with Mary Jane and Peter's marriage. Like, they tried to get married and then it didn't work. Well, basically it's because Peter was too busy dealing with his responsibilities as Spider-Man, which made Mary Jane feel frustrated that he's letting his life be defined by one moment, hence Uncle Ben, hence the Uncle Ben murder. Also, it's pretty much, we get a little subpart about MJ's life in Hollywood, about how she pretty much played the damsel in distress superhero wife in all her movies, how her relationship with Bobby Carr ended, and then pretty much after that, what made her return to New York was when she just decided to come back because she wasn't going to let one moment, the breakup between she and Peter, define her life. And the second story is Peter and Harry. It opens up with Peter and Harry taking Peter's cousins to the reality model show MJ is hosting. And Peter keeps getting all kinds of text messages from Michelle asking where she is and stuff. She's pretty much like the psycho girlfriend. And then when Peter gets home, he just flat out tells her that he doesn't want to that he's not in a relationship with her, he doesn't like her. And, wait, let me show you something else here. Oh yeah, Harry's having a relationship with one of Peter's cousins, or on the Riley side. And meanwhile, Raptor is still following Peter around, believing that he's Ben Riley. And Peter flat out breaks up with her, and she texts him. It's pretty funny. Then Peter's hitting baseballs in the park with Harry. Then Harry just convinces Peter to go on a website. They're listening. Peter's not finding any matches. He goes out as Spidey for a bit, stops a jewelry store robbery, returns the jewels, and flirts with the owner of the worker at the store a bit. Says that she'll meet him later. So he actually got a date as Spider-Man, which is pretty interesting. Then later he tells Harry about it, but not trying to be discreet. And Harry describes him as being more Parker than usual, which is pretty funny. Anyway, then Peter goes and talks to her. She reveals that she already had a boyfriend, and that mainly it was just exciting to meet Spider-Man, and if she could have his autograph. Peter's still checking out the dating website. Harry's still there. And then they just pretty much ends there. So yeah, not much. Just Peter Parker dealing with his tragic love life, and a brief. Just get this issue because if you're still curious as to what changed between Mary Jane and Peter Parker's marriage, what made sure it never began, this is it. So yeah, pretty much that's the only reason I only got this, unless you don't want a whole in the Spidey collection. Okay. Alright, next issue is Action Comics 881. Okay, the story pretty much opens up with Supergirl, Nightwing, and Flamebird being teleported from General Lane's base from the ending of Codename Patriot, where Supergirl attacks Thera, accusing her of letting her father die, and then she stops when she realizes Nightwing is Chris. Then And then the crowd notices them, they call them murderers, and there's tons of footage being played in Metropolis about Supergirl and Nightwing and Flamebird murdering Mon-El. Then Guardian shows up, goes to arrest them, but luckily Nightwing, Flamebird, and Supergirl escape. And meanwhile, Reaction is being taken care of by the government scientists to figure out what went wrong, his radiation leak. And Metallo's out of his suit, getting ready to leave. And then we cut to Paris, France, where apparently this is one of Supergirl's many fortresses, which is an idea she stole from Batman's many caves around, many smaller caves. So yeah, and Thera and Kara have a bit of an argument. And then they realize that they want to go after Reaction. And they realize they're looking to go after Reaction, so... Well, actually, first we have a little girl fight. Then, I think eventually they're going to realize they're going to have to work together to defeat Reaction. Then we have Captain Atom, who's still stranded on his... And then we have the Captain Atom code feature, which is just pretty much military. It's pretty much... In another world, for some strange reason, there's military who are trying to capture him and make sure he has no memories and get him under complete control. Just pretty much this, not much I can say. Yeah. That's pretty much action. It seems to start off, that's pretty good for the hunt for Reaction's storyline. I hope that'll be good. I'm actually going to get the Supergirl issue so I can actually follow this for once. Not like Conan and Patriot where, you know... Alright, so, okay. Alright, I'm actually able to get this done. Okay, number 3 is my third and final book is Blackest Night, number 3. Yeah, pretty cool. We cut to Jen and Jason, the two people of the current Firestorm entity, discussing their relationship. Then their service device goes off. Then we cut to a Black Lantern fight, and then Firestorm reveals that since he doesn't have Professor Stein with him, Ronnie Raymond can't think of a bunch of chemical formulas. And then during the fight, the Atom comes out and he explains to Hal how different the ring is, how different the rings are than Hal's ring. And then we cut to Firestorm at the JLA headquarters where he sees all the news reports about the Black Lanterns and meets Mera. Then Adam, Flash, and Green Lantern are trying to deal with the Black Lanterns. Then members of the Indigo Tribe show up and they manage to destroy the black rings on the Dibney, on Sue and Ralph Dibney, which pretty much makes sure there's a peace. And then it's revealed that the only way they can stop Blackest Night is if they combined all seven spectrums of light to create a huge white light of creation that would eliminate the darkness. So pretty much the clincher of what made Hal leave was hearing about Carol as Star Sapphire. And we'll talk to Hal and Barry. Then the Black Lanterns show up. The Indigo Tribe takes Hal, and Firestorm, Atom, Flash are going to deal with the Black Lanterns at JLI headquarters. But Firestorm separates into Jem and Jason, and Firestorm, Black Lantern Firestorm, Ronnie Raymond absorbs Jason, and then he turns Jen to salt and kills her. Then Black Rings show up and they go to the morgue that's in the JLA headquarters, and we get Alexander Luthor of Earth 3, Dr. Light, Maxwell Lord, and preview for next issue, power levels at 100%, so that should be pretty interesting to see. Blackest Night, pretty awesome, pretty good. This story is getting better with each issue I think it's great. Jeff Johns is doing an amazing job. I love the artwork. That's pretty much it. Okay, so until next week or so, this is Spider-Man 1991 saying, see you later.